Love and light, soul family. So I got a message for you individuals that are out there within the workforce. But I also felt compelled to deliver a message to the employers pertaining to the well-being of their employees. First and foremost, to you individuals that are out there within the workforce, I want you to understand something. When it comes to these jobs and your employment status, your health and your well-being comes before anything else. These jobs will be there today, tomorrow, and the day after. And in their eyes, you honestly are just a number. They will replace you and put somebody else in your slot because in all honesty, they look at you as a liability versus an asset. So anytime you feel as if you are feeling under the weather, you are not necessarily ill, but you're just not feeling it that day. Or even if you get injured on the job, do not rush to go back to work for an individual that will utilize you and break you down even more than you're already breaking yourself down without some type of incentive that is more beneficial to you than it is to them. And I say that because the fact of the matter is I was working a manual labor job the other day and I ended up slicing my hand to the point to where I almost cut my finger off. I have a large laceration and I had to go to the hospital and get stitches. And upon me getting stitches, I had to go to two separate doctors. The first doctor cleaned me up, stitched me up after me being in the ER for about 6 hours. They sent me on my way. But I had to double back and go to a different doctor in order for me to get antibiotics. And knowing the magnitude of the injury that I obtained, they didn't prescribe me no type of pain medications. Not even no Tylenol, nor ibuprofen, or anything like that. But they released me to light duty to go back to work, to do the manual labor that I was previously doing before sustaining this injury. And the job was more than willing to accommodate me and my light duty restrictions. But the magnitude of the pain that I was in from sustaining this injury, I just wasn't willing to go straight back to work within the next few hours of obtaining this injury. Therefore, I had a decision to make because they had an attendance policy regarding their employees. And with that being said, this leads into the message that I have for the employees, or the employers, I should say. Slavery days are over, first and foremost. You can't whip a mug and then expect them to hop straight out there and start picking cotton anymore. With that being said, if you have an employee who sustains an injury on your clock while doing the job that you hired them to do, you need to take into consideration their health and their well-being and give those individuals the time that is necessary to recuperate, to even think about coming back and to even continue doing the job it is that they was hired to do. Because by you not taking that into consideration and viewing your employees as assets, it's all the more reason as to why people don't want to work for individuals no more. It's all the more reason as to why you guys tend to have such a high turnover rate, because you view your employees as numbers versus people, human beings. When a person sustains an injury, at least take into consideration the magnitude of the pain level they may be in, considering the injury that they may have endured. Because by not doing so, those individuals have all the more right to perceive you as such, as well as making the conscious decision to move on, which was something that I decided to do, because last time I checked, I'm not in high school, and I could care less about an attendance policy regarding a job that doesn't financially provide for me in a way in which to where it would seem as if I need you versus you needing me. The same way that I came and got the job is the same way in which I can quit and go and obtain a new one. So remember that and take that into consideration as you begin to move forward within your processes of hiring and firing, yet alone laying off individuals, just in general, because people have options. And at the end of the day, you honestly need us as workers more than we need you as employers. And if you are not benefiting me in a way in which to where it comes off as I need you, I will more than willingly decide to part ways and find me another job that is more than willing to accommodate me and my needs in a more suitable fashion that aligns more so with my morals and my standards, as well as my way of living. So, again, these are just things that I wanted to point out to bring into individuals' awareness so they could potentially bring about a perspective change. With that being said, you are in control of you, your life, and the decisions that you choose to make on a daily basis. But never give your power away to any person nor any job to the point to where it feels as if you are being oppressed or bonded in chains, living in fear to the point to where you can no longer dictate your life in the way in which you feel it's best for you to live. You have free will to make any decision within you and your life. But within making those decisions that you choose to make comes about consequences and repercussions, as well as rewards. It has an impact on everyone around you, and not just solely you as that individual making that decision. So understand that as you are making those decisions, within your life, but also remember and understand that you have the power and you are in control. You are worthy. You are deserving. And they need you more than you need them. Just a few words of wisdom. Not making no decisions for no one. Just figured that I would pass on a little bit of guidance, a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of wisdom, a little bit of understanding. So, with that being said, I hope that I was able to bring something into your awareness to potentially bring about a perspective change regarding you and your life as you move forward within this journey that you are embarking upon. I am the one and only Torn Moore, and I am divinely one of a kind. Love and light. Stay blessed. Take care.